Recovery is possible. If you or someone you know suffers from mental health issues or chemical dependency problems, we want to give you some hope. Hope that you can get well. Because recovery is possible. Today. The U.S. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration defines recovery from both substance use disorders and mental health disorders as a process of change through which individuals improve their health and wellness, live a self-directed life, and strive to reach their full potential. Strive to reach their full potential. We're here to help guide you through that process of striving to reach your full potential. Who are we? My name is Chris, and my co-host, who you'll meet next week, is Phil. Between us, we have over 30 years of experience in recovery, have been through numerous 12-step programs, inpatient, outpatient rehab, therapy, books, seminars, hospitals, mental institutions, jails, you name it. We don't have all the answers. And like everyone, we're work in progress. We're really just two dudes with a camera trying to help you, and that helps us. Between us, we have a wealth of experience and knowledge, and we want to share that with you. Through 12-step programs and other tools that I've picked up along the way, I've been able to achieve freedom from drugs and alcohol since December 20th, 2004. My disease really had a hold on me. It was so powerful, I was doing things in my addiction I promised myself I would never do. And I am lucky to be alive. Many of you can relate, or you know someone who can. Our goal here is to share our experiences, help you find the strength and the power you need to recover, and to give you some hope. Hope that you can recover, because recovery is possible. Today. We're creating a series of 52 videos designed to be viewed once per week for a year. If you watch diligently and do the homework assigned, you will have completed the 12 steps by the end of the year. With hard work and the much-needed support, you will achieve sobriety. But recovery is much more than abstinence or clear-headedness. It's living a joyful life full of hope and serenity. Our goal is to give you these things. Many people feel you'll never be able to say, I have recovered. We believe otherwise. We know you will never be fully cured. Like cancer, you can put your addiction into remission, but it can always come back. However, you will be able to say, I have recovered. The disease may always be lurking, but you will be able to say, now write this one down, I have recovered from a hopeless state of mind and body. Phil and I will be giving you takeaways and tools throughout our videos. We'll try to keep our videos fun and interactive, but most importantly, educational. We'll be asking you to write down key phrases, or as I like to call them, attention grabbers. Now write this down, attention grabbers. Statements that help bring you back into the present when your mind starts slipping towards unhealthy thoughts. As you're probably aware, your addiction is a master at getting your attention. There will be times when there is nothing between you and your drug of choice. But one of these tools or phrases can grab your attention away from relapse and putting it right back on recovery. Our first takeaway is 4 words. 4 simple words. Trust in the process. Recovery is not a slam dunk or a silver bullet. It's a process. It can be very difficult at times, and some of it doesn't make sense. But trust in the process. Write that down. Trust in the process. What is the process? Our program is based in the 12 steps of recovery. However, here at the Recovery Channel, we understand that a lot of people have had issues with 12-step programs. The 12 steps don't seem to make sense to them, or they think they have to be religious for them to work. Our goal is to present the steps in a way that makes practical sense. We also want you to know you don't have to be religious. God is mentioned 6 times in the 12 steps, and that's enough to push some people away after their first meeting. We're not discouraging you from religion in any way. We just want to be very clear that it is not a religious program. We are strong believers in Christ here, and we're not apologetic or shy about that fact. However, we also understand that a lot of people that are hurting and need help are atheists, agnostic, or been traumatized by religion in some way. So our goal is to present and walk you through the 12 steps in such a way that does not emphasize any particular higher power. You don't have to believe in Allah, Buddha, or Jesus. I like to call it the spirit of recovery. Together, we will help you find what you need to be successful in recovery. That said, this is a spiritual program of action. Now write that down. Spiritual program of action. For this program to work, at some point you need to come to the realization that there is a power greater than yourself in the universe. If you're having trouble with that idea, think about your addiction. Do you consciously choose to do a behavior that is potentially ruining your life or even killing you? Do you partake in activities that are contrary to your moral compass? Activities that hurt you and those that you love. Why would you do that? It's not because you are weak or lack willpower or because you're a bad person. Could it be that there are powers in the universe, in your own mind, that are greater than yourself? It's a very hard concept to grasp, and if you're not there yet, that's okay. We just ask that you start watching our video series, and we'll tackle the whole higher power thing when the time comes. Remember, trust in the process. Another distinction of our program is that while we use the 12 steps as the basis for our guidance, we don't strictly adhere to only the literature provided by these programs. There is no doubt that the 12 steps work. No other program in history has helped more people overcome addiction. The original Alcoholics Anonymous, or AA, has been replicated by over 40 other recovery programs. But we believe there are many other factors that also help in recovery, and we will draw from dozens of sources to provide you with a wealth of information and tools to help you find the peace and serenity you so desire. You will find that we talk a lot about the concepts and the principles behind the steps, without necessarily dissecting the steps themselves. To illustrate this, here are the 12 steps presented in a way that is simple for me to understand. Again, we are not dissecting the steps themselves. I heard this at a meeting, and I thought I'd share it with you. In the first step, I admit I have a problem. Once I start, I can't stop, and my life has become a complete mess. In step 2, I start to believe there's something out there that's going to help me not start. We're going to call that thing our higher power or spirit of recovery. In step 3, I make a simple decision to turn my will, or what I want to do, over to the care of that higher power or spirit of recovery. In step 4, I take a deep look within. I write down my negative thoughts, fears, emotions, and actions that have ruled my life. In step 5, I read it to somebody. In step 6, I get ready. All I do is get ready to have this power I found help me to remove my character defects. In step 7, I humbly ask my higher power to remove my shortcomings. In step 8, I make a list. I just make a simple list of people I've harmed and those I need to forgive. In step 9, I make amends or make it right with these people, except when to do so would injure them or others. In step 10, I do a step 4 every day. In step 11, I stay connected with my higher power, asking for knowledge and help. In step 12, I carry the message of hope and share what I have found with somebody. That's what these videos are for us. By doing our best to help you, we help ourselves. For the next few weeks, we'll be focusing on the first step, which is to admit we have a problem, and no matter how hard we try, we can't control it. If you're anything like me, I never really understood myself. I knew what was right, I wanted to do what was right, but I kept doing the wrong thing, and I hated it. It wasn't until I surrendered to a program of recovery that I was able to find the help I needed. I learned I was in complete denial of the severity of my addiction and mental health issues. Write this down. Denial is the absence of rigorous honesty. I need to admit I have a problem and surrender to a process of healing. For me and millions of others, doing this gave me the opportunity to get well. to stay free from alcohol and other drugs and manage my mental health issues so my life was manageable. In fact, my life today is amazing. Now write that one down. Your life will be amazing. Many of us can share right now a life experience that would have prevented us from watching these videos. But today, we're here. Today, we are present. And today, we're alive. I'm excited to have you join us on this journey of hope and healing. Write that down. Hope and healing. Next week, you'll meet Phil, who will start us off on step 1 and help you identify if you're an addict. See you then, and remember, recovery is possible today.